Good morning everyone and welcome to the third and final day in Disneyland Paris. We are currently packing up the room, ready to check out of the hotel this morning. We're going to hopefully leave our bags here. We've been staying in the Moxie Hotel, which is at Val d'Europe, so right by Disney. So yeah, we're going to leave our bags. We don't need to come back here to collect our bags until maybe like 4:30 later. So we've got most of the day in the parks, so we're going to head out now and make the most of the time. Also, just ignore my eyes, they're very swollen and red. I feel like I say this at the start of every vlog when I'm away, but it just happens to my eyes. We're just going to ignore it. They should go down and hopefully it'll be sunny enough to just put my sunglasses on and ignore it for a few hours. We have made it out of the hotel. We're just walking towards the supermarket. We're going to do the same as yesterday, and obviously we're trying to keep the costs down, so we're going to grab some breakfast from there before we make it to the train to get to Disney. It's definitely a lot colder today. The weather forecast did say it was going to be cold and potentially rain later on today, and we just didn't believe it after the weather yesterday. It was so warm. Yesterday I think it was like 25 degrees at one point and clear blue sky, so sunny. Today is literally just clouds. But yeah, gonna grab some food. It's like 5 to 9 now, so we're a little bit later than we wanted to be, but at least we've not got our bags with us. If you did ever want to come and leave your bags, like if you weren't staying at a hotel, there is lockers in the train station at Disney and also at like Disney Concierge, which I used last time. Both of them are like pretty reasonable. I think I paid like €6. But when we were staying at the hotel, it makes sense to do it there for free. We have made it to the parks. I've got my ears on, but we're just heading in. We've come to the little side entrance near the Disneyland Hotel again, because yesterday it was a lot quicker, and again today it will be a lot quicker because this line is tiny compared to the massive line which wraps around the front of the park. We have made it in, we're just walking through. I think we might be too late for Mickey to be waving at the other side because there's no crowd of people waiting. But we're not doing too bad for time. It's not even 20 to 10 yet. So the Mary Poppins first little music festival show is about to start. It's very loud. Okay, so plan is we've stopped to watch the Mary Poppins. We saw the start of it yesterday. Sorry, we saw the end of it yesterday, but not the start. So we're going to watch the start and then go and do Buzz, because we are determined to get Galactic Hero. We're not going to do it, we will fail miserably, but we're going to try. So we're waiting for Buzz. It said 5-minute wait, which was pretty accurate, but now it's stopped and we're waiting to get on. We need it to stop while we're on Nizerg so we can keep shooting. Okay, they've stopped us. We can't shoot and our points, like the scores have gone. So, not sure what's going on.
Nous espérons redémarrer le plus rapidement possible. Merci de votre patience et de votre compréhension.
And did you see those like...
Your attention, please. For technical reasons, our adventure has been temporarily interrupted.
Okay, now the music's gone up. We're just sat in like a tunnel. Are we going to get a walkthrough? Are they going to walk us off?
No, don't, because that was such a good score.
Yeah, to be fair. You can understand French, what she's saying.
I don't know, it's all muffled. Guys, I had such a good score. Look.
Anyway,
I should have taken a photo of it.
and here we are.
Yeah, I had a good score.
I'm just quite excited to have a little walk through. I've never been evacuated off a ride before. Okay, we've made it. Feet are on the ground. When they first stopped us as well, these like fences popped up because they're not normally up, but I'm guessing it's just so you don't fall down there while we're walking off. Okay, we've made it out and we have been given a fast pass to come back later, so we're not giving up on the Galactic Hero yet. Okay, I traded 2 pins. We're now stood in the dark, so I will show you later. But we're in the queue for Space Mountain and it says only 15 minutes, so hopefully not too bad. We've just got off, we were on row 12 and now we are at the back. So it's a little bit later. We sat in Videopolis for a little bit because we had to check into our flight and also book the hotel to get to the airport later. But now we've made it into studios and we are committing to the 65-minute wait. We are heading in. Okay, it is currently 11:17, so if the 65-minute wait is right, then we should be on it by like 12:20, so we'll see how long it takes.
Rushman, you're about to enter Big O 3.
We've made it inside and we're next to get on. It's currently 12:09, so we've waited about 55 minutes, so a little bit less than it said. We've just got off of Crush Coaster. I do love that ride, I wish it was longer, but we now are going to figure out what our plan is now. What's the wait times looking like?
Okay, Tower is on 30.
Okay, that's better than the 75 it was before.
And then Flight Force is on 10.
What's Ratatouille?
30.
Okay. We could do that.
Yeah? Because we're already round this way.
Yeah.
And then we can come back and do Tower and then Adventures after, yeah.
Okay. And then our plan is we want to watch the Rapunzel show that we missed yesterday. And there's one of those at 2:15, which is exactly 2 hours from now. Or there is one at 3 if we miss that one. So we just need to watch one of them. So we've made it into the queue for Ratatouille and we've decided to do single rider. We got here and it's only a 10-minute wait, so we've opted for that rather than the 30-minute wait, because then at least we'll have more time to do this and Tower of Terror.
Vous n'aurez pas idée qu'en commun? Non. A simple moment? Too simple. Yeah. Mais oui, that's it! Vous serez toujours les bienvenus, chérie. À bientôt et bon appétit. Mino!
We've made it off the ride. The water feature was really switched on today, but I do wish it was still 3D. I think it just makes it so much better. But I do like that the Paris one, the wheels spin and it's like, it seems more interactive. So we're in the line for Tower of Terror. When we joined the queue, it said 40 minutes, and then not long after we joined it, it jumped up to 50. I think the 50 is probably going to be more accurate, but we're just about to go through into the little like pre-show.
Because in tonight's episode, you are the star, and this elevator travels directly to the Twilight Zone.
Bonne soirée. Have a nice
So we're sat down, we're on the back row again. I swear, every single time we end up on the back row. But it is 1:30, so we probably waited closer to the 50 minutes, which is annoying, but it's okay. After this, we'll probably head to Flight Force. So, slight change of plan. We went to Flight Force and it's down. So we are going to head straight back over to Disneyland Park. I might grab some food and then we've got about 40 minutes until the Rapunzel and Flynn show starts. So it's insane the difference in weather between yesterday and today. Yesterday, sunny all day, 24 degrees, not a cloud in the sky. Today it's freezing, now raining and grey sky. We're back in Disneyland Park. We just quickly went to Discoveryland at the back where the Star Wars area is so I could get some photos with my Star Wars outfit in case the rain carries on. But now we're going to head to the Rapunzel and Flynn show. I'm hoping that because it is raining, the crowd might not be as big, but I think that might be wishful thinking. So if the crowd is massive, we can go back to the 3 o'clock show.
Nie będzie.
Told you.
Nie będzie.
Like 15 minutes ago before we all queued and we were
So
all in a crowd.
we've just stood there waiting for like 15 minutes in the rain, which it's been raining the whole time. It's not like it's only just started.
And it's like heavier rain, it's not a drizzle anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
And they decided to tell us after we'd been stood there in the rain for 15 minutes that it was cancelled. Yeah, we can do. Yeah, the show was meant to start 2 minutes ago and then it didn't start and then they just made an announcement. So maybe we're not going to be seeing Rapunzel and Flynn. We're walking through the park, so I don't know whether we'll be able to see them a little bit. We're just in Adventureland and I've come to Cool Post to try another one of the festival snacks. So this is a coconut rice pudding. I'm not really sure what to expect, but I'll let you know if it's any good. It was €5 and it came out as £4.22. We're just still sat in Adventureland and the rain doesn't look like it's stopping anytime soon. It looks like it's probably actually getting worse. But review on the rice pudding, Inez is just finishing it, but it was nice. It just, I feel like it was something that shouldn't be frozen. But like the actual flavour was okay. And I feel like it's a good portion size because at first I was like, oh, that's kind of small. But like I feel like it's quite a lot, like I didn't finish it. But yeah, I feel like, do you feel the same?
it's like When you bite into it, it feels like an ice cream, and then you think you feel kind of chunks of rice, but do you feel chunks of rice? You
Yeah,
don't really know.
and then I feel like as it was kind of melting a little bit, like in the bowl, like you could kind of tell that it was like a rice pudding, but like it
This
just
would've-
should have been.
It would have been good yesterday if it melted in the sun.
Yeah.
And then you could have eaten it as an actual rice pudding.
But yeah, I'm not sure.
But you should get free bowl.
Yeah, you get to keep the bowl, so I need to find somewhere where I can just rinse that to shove it in my bag. We've come into Videopolis so I can wash my bowl, and the Music Hits concert is about to start. So we've just stood to watch this, and Stitch just walked past us as well. I don't think he's part of this show, but I mean, I'll insert the video so you can see him. He was dressed as Elvis, which is cute. But yeah, we're gonna watch a little bit of the show. We're literally just stood in the middle of Videopolis. The seating area is pretty full, but we can still see it from here. He's off back the other way. I don't know where he's going.
3, 2, 1.
Feel the music come alive. Let you hear this melody. It's the songs I know our lives. Reads the language we all speak. Every song that's not too loud. It's the heart of everything. Forever, let's sing that song.
Mélangez tout ça et vous devrez quoi?
Bébé, pas mes épaules.
Okay, so we ended up watching basically the whole show, and we've just come out now to try and beat the crowd to Buzz, which we're gonna ride with our Premier Access. It's still raining quite heavily as well. I was hoping that it had slowed down while we were in there, but it definitely hasn't. The standby line is currently on 35 minutes, so we'll see how long we wait.
No doubt it's the work of that nefarious criminal, the sworn enemy of the galactic.
We just don't seem to be having much luck. We're waiting to get on and it has stopped again. We're just on our way out of the park, and as we're on our way out, we've spotted Minnie on the little like centre bit. I'm guessing she's not doing her marching band with the rain. We've just quickly jumped over to Studios, but the pinboard isn't out yet, which means that is the end of our Disney trip. We're not quite going home yet. We are going to go back to the outlets so I can make a little purchase. But yeah, the pinboard wasn't out for another hour, and we don't have an hour to wait. We then debated whether to flight force, but again, it's like a half an hour wait, and we don't really have time for that. Okay, we realised we'd not been in World of Disney yet, so we've popped in here on the way out because it would be rude to have 3 days here and not come in here once. The ear selection is pretty much the same as last time. They do have the Moana ones, and they've got the new Rapunzel ones as well, but other than that, they're all the same. These are all the lounge flies they've got, and they do have a lounge flight organiser as well. Then they've got a new like canvas one, which is Toy Story, which is cute. we're just on our way out and I've spotted these pins. I'm not going to buy either of them because I'm on a budget, but if I wasn't on a budget, these would definitely be coming home with me, especially the Tower of Terror one. That's so cute. Made it on the metro. The ears are officially off. But yeah, we're going to grab our bags. We're going to grab them first, then head over to the outlets. I'm going to run to Coach and then we're going to grab some food from McDonald's. We've probably got like an hour and a half until we need to get on the metro to get to the bus stop, to get the bus to the airport. But I'll show you how we're getting back to the airport. The reason that it's going to take us so long, our flight's not until 10:20, and obviously it's currently like 4 o'clock. We have left a little bit earlier than we planned anyway. But yeah, we're going back to Beauvais airport, so I'll show you how we're going back there. We've just been back to the hotel and we have collected our bags. So I've now got my massive backpack on my back. Inez has got her bag on the front and her Darth Vader backpack. But yeah, it's walking distance to the outlets, so we're going there now. We've made it to the outlets. We're just walking over to Coach now. It's the opposite end of the outlet village and also the opposite end of the shopping centre to get to the outlets. So it feels like we've walked forever with our bags on our back, but we're nearly there. I've made the purchase. I'll show you what it is in a little bit. But now we're just rushing back to get a McDonald's. We're just going to get a Happy Meal to keep it cheap before we need to get on the bus. We've got our Happy Meal. So I've got a hamburger Happy Meal because they don't do cheeseburger Happy Meals over here. And then look at the reusable like fries container thing. And then the nuggets are in a little tub as well. Clearly they don't have anything for the burgers. And then they also have snack wraps here, so we both got a snack wrap as well. Okay, so it's a little bit later. I didn't film anything for a while because we were rushing to get on the metro, but we've made it off the first metro and now we're walking to get onto the second one. But this is the most of Paris we've actually seen in the last 3 days. Okay, so it's a few hours later. We are in the airport. I have a feeling we're going to be delayed because the terminal and gate that we're at, the Leeds flight was meant to leave at 10 to 9 and it's gone 9. And there's not even a flight here. And then there's also another flight to Dublin in between the Leeds flight and our flight. So I'll keep you updated. I'll probably next speak to you when we get on the flight. The Dublin flight was meant to leave at 9:10. It's scheduled to leave at 10 to 10. And we're meant to be at 10:20. So we're not leaving on time. Okay, so far we're not too delayed, but they just came around, checked our passport and boarding passes, and they've given me a red sticker for me and a red sticker for Inez, and that's all we've been told so far. Hello everyone, as you can tell I'm no longer in Disneyland Paris. As I was editing this I realised that I didn't really end it and the last clip was us getting on the flight. We did eventually get on the flight. We were a little bit delayed, but I think by the time we got back it was only by like an hour or so. But yeah, it's now the start of July, so I've come onto my banking app because I can't really remember what I spent, but I'm going to try and work through it all and tell you everything that I spent on our last day. So the first thing was in the pharmacy. I don't know why, I always take antihistamines with me and I didn't take any and obviously my eyes flared up a little bit. So the first thing that I spent was there, which was £4.21. The next thing that I bought was just in the supermarket. I can't remember exactly what I got. I think I probably just got some pan of chocolates and an apple juice, the same as the day before. But that was £1.11. Then the next thing is technically mine and Inez, but she booked the buses on the way there. So the bus back to the airport for both of us was £28.50. I actually can't remember off the top of my head what this is, but I'm sure when I'm watching and editing it through, it'll remind me what it is. So it was £4.22. I'm assuming it was food of some sort, because that's the only food on here. I just can't remember what it could be. The next thing was the McDonald's that we got after we'd been to the shopping centre, which was £5.69. I'm not going to include the wristlet that I bought from Coach on here because technically that was like a separate budget, but that was on that day. And then the last thing was £2.61, which was some sweets that I bought in the airport. So I definitely don't think that is too bad going for a full day in Paris. So I've just added that all together. So I spent £46.34, which if you think £28.50 of that is the bus, which means that I spent £17.84. I tried to set myself a budget of about £30 per day. So if we don't include the bus, I was under by quite a bit. But obviously the bus, we did have to pay for that. I wouldn't necessarily recommend flying in to Beauvais Airport, but it was considerably cheaper. So even though we lost quite a lot of time, it was cheaper. And we were obviously trying to do it on a budget. So, I mean, I said last time that I probably wouldn't fly there again, and we've now flown there twice. But the next Disneyland Paris vlog series, which you will see, it is booked. It is at the start of September, but you've got the Tokyo and Hong Kong vlogs to come before then, which will hopefully start next week. But next time I go to Paris, I am flying back to Charles de Gaulle again, which will be a lot easier of a process. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this little vlog series from Disneyland Paris. And yeah, it won't be long until you get another Disneyland Paris vlog series, and when I'm going back next time, it's with the Disney girls, and it is right at the end of the music festival things. So I'm very excited to see it all again, and hopefully next time I will be able to see the Rapunzel and Flynn show. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next vlogs. Bye!